Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans.
Ready. Ten Lobo. Got you. I got you, son.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Break. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Haywood. Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. Hey, they scared. 48. Go. 48 Mike. 48. Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones is going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
the curl. Watch the curl. That's it.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. This one caught by Isabella. The 30, 20, touchdown Titans. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Now what's the call here? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Hey. Rock it. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 3. Check 43. Joker. Check the backer. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Joe. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 15 line it. 15 line.
Rip left, rip left.
Yes, yes. Hey, Charlie.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 60 on. Hard, hard.
Screen, watch the screen. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 13, check 13.
Gone, gone.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, turn it up.
Ready, ready?
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Door, door. Yep.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Snap.
Throwing Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Let's go now. Let's get. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Heads in. Bumps up the helmet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Squeeze.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hey, check 24. Hey, lock it. Check 26. Check it.
Jones now operating from the gun. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Leo. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's caught at the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, stand up. Rock it. Check. Let's go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Hey, wahoo!
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Down. 15 on it. Let's see what you got. Wahoo.
From the 41, Haskins. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That ball complete to Isabella. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Set up. 18 Gator. Look at me. Go.
He's checking.
Look, squeeze. Under 10. 10. Go out.
3, check 3.
Hey, Delta. Out. Now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike 55. Eat. Wild Bill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
61, matchbox right. Big grip.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Flushed out right. Complete. It's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Mike 5. Time to go. Night. Slam. Right.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Andy Isabella with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey, look, move. 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Hey! I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 4. Five-yard line.
Let's get this.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We own them. We own them. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the weapon.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
The gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Down. 60 outlaw. You. Hey, lock it. Hey, check 24. Bam. Check out. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, I got it. Leo. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the left. We got 4. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, Sam off. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slam. Kill. Now.
Jones now. Going to throw again. He's going to wind up in there. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Switch up, switch up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Bravo. 55.
On 1st down, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Riley. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now. 55. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Riley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Jones to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Henry running right. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Come on, QB, come on.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.